In a speculative scenario where the UAE faces invasions from Russia, Iran, and China in 2030, the geographical depiction of the UAE on a map would likely reflect significant geopolitical changes. The UAE, located on the southeastern end of the Arabian Peninsula, has long been a region of strategic importance. Due to its vast oil reserves, advanced infrastructure, and influential global trade hubs, such as Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the UAE is an intriguing target for nations looking to extend their influence and control over critical trade routes and energy supplies. In 2030, as tensions heighten globally and alliances shift, the once stable Middle Eastern nation becomes a focal point for geopolitical interests. Russia, with its interest in expanding its influence beyond Europe, teams up with Iran, who shares borders and a tumultuous history with the UAE. Meanwhile, China's global economic expansion and search for strategic footholds motivates its involvement. The conflict begins subtly, with diplomatic tensions escalating as each nation makes claims on the region's resources and opportunities. On the ground, strategic outposts, alliances with local entities, and proxy engagements lay the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. As the invasion unfolds, maps of the region begin to reflect new boundaries defined by control rather than recognized state lines. Russian forces might focus on leveraging maritime routes and establishing control over the northern emirates, like Sharjah and Fujairah, ensuring access to the Gulf of Oman and beyond. Iran could exert influence over the southern regions, using historical ties and proximity. China, driven by its Belt and Road Initiative, would likely prioritize economic zones around Dubai, aiming to secure trade routes and influence over global markets. With their respective interests delineated, control of the UAE shifts from a unified nation to a complex territory. As maps are redrawn, the once singular identity of the UAE may become fragmented, each area reflecting the cultural, political, and economic influences of the occupying nation. This speculative mapping involving major world powers marks a significant shift in the region's landscape. The situation would bring widespread consequences for regional stability, oil markets, and international relations, illustrating the dynamic and transient nature of national borders in times of conflict.